Hi, Jim at ProfitTrading.com again. So we'll look over one more time the main things I use when I use these bar chart charts. This is the symbol. I put in the symbol. Then I'll use the size to resize the chart. Then I'll use the months to change the months. I'll use the frequency to change the daily, weekly, monthly, or if you want to go down to hourly, whatever. Pretty much everything else up here I don't use, except for draw chart. When you get done, you hit draw chart. And then down here I use all four of these, and we'll be looking at that later. So let's just go ahead and we'll put in IBM, and then we'll just hit draw chart, and we'll just take the default setting 6 months and the smaller 612 by 360 or whatever it was there. And then here's, these charts work pretty quick. It might be, sometimes it takes them a minute to come up. But anyway, and here's your IBM chart, and that's the default setting. Now, so then what I usually like to look at, and this is the chart with the volume, which is good to look at. What I usually like to look at is I like to look at the chart a little bigger. So I'll go 2.5 months, and then I'll go 864 by 540, and then draw a chart. I already got my IBM symbol in there. So you can see that there's just nothing to this so far. It is a little tricky when you get into the technical indicators too, but again, if you just mess around with it a little bit, that's the way I figured it out. I try one thing and try another, and it's no time at all before you're up and running with these charts. Okay, so then now what I just basically did was just made a bigger chart of what we just saw. So now we got the bigger chart of IBM and the bar and the volume. Now if I wanted to put a technical indicator on this size chart, I would just come down here, and on this primary overlay, you click the button, and then you get all these different choices, and you'll just have to go through. There's no way I can explain every one of these, but you'll just have to go through and pick out the ones you like to use, and you'll kind of see the ones I like to use, and then if you like to try something different, that's fine. So what I do is a lot of times I use these moving averages regular, and then so I click on that, and then the default's 20, 50, 100. Well, say if you just wanted a 20-day moving average, you just click 20 and then tab over 0, 0. Now, and then I'm not sure you got to put 0 in for everything, but I think for the moving averages you do, because I think if you didn't put 0, you'd get the 50 and the 100. But some of the other indicators, you can change the values and you don't have to necessarily put zeros in. So what I do is I just put zeros in for everything, even if I need to or not. It's just kind of saves time. I don't have to think about it. So if I'm trying to change the values, basically what this does over here, the parameters, is changes the values of the indicators over on this side. So you can put whatever you want to in there. So now we'll draw the chart, and we'll just get IBM with a 20-day moving average on it. So that's just slick as a whistle. Okay, so now here's IBM with the 20-day moving average, and then when you do put on the technical indicators, it takes off the volume. That's fine. If there probably is a way to put the volume back on. I don't know everything about these, but right now that's it for this lesson, and we'll go to a different lesson in just a second.